Greetings, Grand Rising, Holito, Asio. This is Chief Kalanago with a video. Hope you guys had a great rest. I got some rest, so I'm feeling great. The build, the last sun rest was great. It was beautiful. All right. I've been meaning to do what I'm about to do now for a very long time. And of course, I move in the spirit, so I'm always waiting for the right opportunity, or the ripe opportunity, that is. Okay, I've been meaning to do a remix of the Lord's Prayer. Okay, now, I'm not Puff Daddy. However, I felt a need in my spirit to redo the so-called Lord's Prayer, because when I look at the Lord's Prayer that was programmed into us, even before we could even talk, that was programmed, okay, into our head. And a lot of people don't realize that that has become our reality. We were taught to speak these words into the ethers, into the universe, and not realizing the harm that we are doing to ourselves. Okay? So I felt in my spirit that it needs to be upgraded, okay, remixed, because first off, it is starting off with just one spiritual parent, okay, just this one personage. And to me, we all have two parents. We have many parents, okay? We have spiritual parents, all right? When we look at thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, is the same thing as saying, so as above, so is below. Okay? Now, they taught us to ask for our daily bread, but at the same time, that bread doesn't necessarily have to be filled with nutrients. Okay? So I had to change that. All right? They taught us to ask for forgiveness for our trespasses. Now, what does that mean? Now, to me, it means that, we could do anything, trespass against people, do people wrong, and all we have to do is just ask for forgiveness and everything will go away. You see, that's the problem. No one is being held accountable. Nobody's being held responsible. All they have to do is just do what they feel, do as they please. Harm people, hurt people, and then they just say, forgive me, and everything seems to be fine. That should not be the case, all right? Everyone should be held liable. Cause and effect. That's just the way it is in the universe, okay? And we never ask the creator or the universe to deal with those accordingly that have done us wrong. All right? There is yes, karma does exist, and we cannot allow them or anyone to get away with hurting us intentionally. Okay? There's a part that says, lead us not into temptation. Well, sometimes not all temptations is bad. Some temptations are good. Okay? Sometimes I'm tempted to eat some good food. So why not? All right. So I had to do a, kind of like rewrite that, so to speak. All right. And of course, we need to be delivered from the hands of our enemies. So I kind of inject that in there. And also, I just extended on, instead of saying kingdom, all right, for thine is your kingdom, I changed that a little bit, and it's a beautiful thing. A lot, and at the conclusion of, again, I'm using that word very lightly, the prayer. A lot of people don't realize when they say Amen that they're referring to the Son. Okay, the Son was considered to be a sun god named Amen. Okay, Ra, Amen, Ra. So Amen is a short version of giving honor and praise to the Son. So I had to kind of incorporate that in there. All right. So once again, it is something that I've been in my spirit to do for a very long time, but I just got up and I just rose with the sun, that is, and I felt the need to write it. So once again, feel free to use it if you feel, hey, it resonates with your spirit. This is nothing that I'm saying you have to do. Who am I, right? So meditate on it, and if it resonates with you, I think that we should start teaching our children this rendition of the prayer to our spiritual parents. Okay, so here we go. Our spiritual parents who art in heaven, honored be thy names. So as above, so is below. Give us this day our daily nutrients. Hold us responsible for our bad intentions towards those who have done us no wrong. We do not forgive those who have bad intentions against us. We ask that the universe deal with them and their generations to come, and lead us not into carnal or harmful temptations, and deliver us from the hands of your enemies, the evil ones, the wrongdoers, the colonizers. For thine is your empire on earth and in heaven. The power and the glory is yours forever and ever. Amen. Ra. Long live the light of the world. And that concludes what we call the Lord's Prayer. So I hope that resonates with you guys. Listen to it, get used to it, okay, until you're able to say it like the programmed prayer that they give us, okay, a spell, all right? Let us put some more positive affirmations into the universe, all right? And the people who have done us wrong intentionally, pay attention to the words that I use, okay? I said harm us intentionally because sometimes people do things and they're not aware of it. I personally, again, that's just me, that should be forgiven. But when people sit and meditate and premeditate to bring us harm and hurt us, they should not be forgiven. And we need to put that in the hands of the universe. So that is, to me, is the essence of that, again, so-called prayer that they gave us, which has been our downfall. So I wanted to make sure that, I put that in perspective. I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a beautiful continuation. This is your brother, Chief Kalinago. Wholesomeness and love.